Skip, what happened to the Cowboys?
Give me a moment on this.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do a moment of silence for your Cowboys.
Yeah, they require one. I'll be the first to admit I was ashamed yesterday of the team that I grew up loving since I was 10 years of age. Lived for them since I was 10. I was ashamed that I picked them to win a shootout against his team yesterday at his stadium. In all my years of watching, analyzing, covering pro football, I've never seen a more embarrassing defensive performance than I saw yesterday under the circumstances. Now, I did not know on Friday that we would be down 3 starters in the secondary. I had no idea. Trevon Diggs went on IR with a concussion. I don't know what's going on. I think
that's upstairs.
Hey, something happened where somebody just said, okay, that's enough of him. He's out. And then Donovan Wilson, who comes up, at least he hits people. At least he comes up and plays the run. Out. And then Wanye Thomas is pretty good as a backup safety, and for Malik Hooker, out. But I'm using that as no excuses because I watched Detroit just recently with a decimated secondary.
Exactly.
Right? And you just have to, you got to stockpile some kind of talent, and I could have played corner better than the corners that got stuck in yesterday. Seriously. Now, I'm going to tell you what happened and why it ripped my guts out and why you were scared to death at the start of this football game, because we had 2 huge chances to be up 14-0, and as Coach and I went back and forth on Friday, if we jump up 14-0 in that game, I like our chances of hanging on in a shootout, because the field would have tilted, because Bo Nix, your number 10, has the haywire gene up in his head. He can just go completely south, as he did, as you well know, to start that football game. What did he do? You saw it right away. He throws the damnedest interception I've ever seen. He misses a receiver by 5 yards because he's overamped and just goes crazy in the pocket. Happy feet and he misses by 5 yards, and I got a little kid in at backup corner who just says, I guess I'll catch it. If you're throwing it to me, I'll catch it. And then what do? I told you, Javonte Williams, it's going to be his Rico Dowdle Memorial revenge game at Denver. And right away, he powers for a first down, and next carry, he rips it up the gut for 9 yards, and I say, here we go. He came in second in rushing yards in the National Football League. And we go 29 to CeeDee, and all of a sudden we got it 1st and goal at the 3-yard line, and he powers it up the gut, Javonte does, and it's 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line. And I'm saying, just give him the ball. Give it to him 3 more times if you have to, because he's running angry, and you're scared to death because we're going to go up 7-0, and you're going to go, I know you. Oh, shit. Here they come, right? I know you. I know what you would have been thinking at this point. And what happens to my coach and play caller? Shoddy with an O turns into S-H-I-T-T-Y. That's what he did, because he got cute. And all of a sudden I'm saying, it's 2nd and goal at the 1. You're going to throw it? Why? You've got the 2nd leading rusher in the league. Just give it to him again. He's hot. And we try to throw, and Dak looks to CeeDee, who's doubled, and he comes back to Pickens, and your guy Surtain is on him, and he breaks it up. But he comes down, and he turns his ankle funny, and he's hurt, and he's out of the game. So now it's 3rd and goal at the 1, and what do? We false start. But whose fault was it? It was called on the center, Brock Hoffman, but who did it? It was my quarterback. MVP my ass. You can't false start. You can't forget the count on 3rd and goal at the 1, and all of a sudden, Coach, as you well know, 3rd and goal from the 6, that's a hard conversion. It just gets it, and I'm saying, okay, the backup corner's in. What's his name? Abrams Drain, the kid? I don't know who he is, but he comes in for Surtain. And I look up, and he's got George Pickens solo on it's the left side of the formation. And I'm saying, just throw it to him.
He lost.
Throw him the face.
He lost.
Give him a chance. He lost.
It would have been a touchdown.
Just lob it to him, because he'll jump ball on anybody, certainly the backup cornerback. And Dak says, no, I got to get it to CeeDee. He's doubled. There's Riley Moss and a safety, and there's no way to fit the ball through. And both of them hit the football before it touches CeeDee's hands. And all of a sudden, we take a field goal, and we had it 1st and goal at the 3. You can't. You lost right there. You lost the psychological battle. It's not a field goal game. Yeah, we got the greatest field goal kicker ever, and he might be able to win the game at the end of the game, but not now. You can't win it with 3-0. So then what happens? You get the ball back, and what does number 10 do? What does Bo Nix do? You go run for 1, run for 2. Now it's 3rd and 7. And he misfires. It's way low and away to Cortland Sutton, and I'm saying he's out of his mind. He's lost it.
Offsides.
He's coming apart. What's that?
Didn't you have offsides on that play?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm saying we got the football back. Now we can go up 10-0. And wait, James Houston, who I like a lot, lined up offsides? Are you kidding me?
That's what bad
he
defense
lined
do.
up offsides,
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
we stopped you. We were going to get the ball back. So we should have cashed 7, and we could have cashed 7 right there. But no, next play, Bo Nix settles back in. He goes 26 yards to Franklin, and then the little rookie back, Harvey, he just breaks it, and nobody tries to tackle him. Nobody tries to tackle him, and he goes 40 yards, and I'm saying, what are you doing? Does anybody care anymore? And all of a sudden, wait a second, it's 7-3 Denver, and we get the ball back, and Tyler Guyton, who I never loved at Oklahoma, that we took in the first round as our left tackle, false starts. And we go backwards, and we punt, and in 4 plays, it's 14-0, and it's ball game. At the end of the first quarter, it is way over, and I'm done. But I got to say one last thing about SCHITTY, because that's what he was yesterday. So we got one last hurrah. We got 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and it's 4th and 6 at our 44 because my little punt returner dropped a 3rd down pass that hit him right there. It wasn't a great throw, but you got to catch it. But now it's 4th and 6 at the 44. It's 30-17. We got allegedly the most explosive offense in the world. Well, you have to go, because if we go down and score and it's 30-24, at least you think, well, I don't know, maybe we got a chance. And what do? Shoddy punts. And I'm like, you just gave up. You surrendered. You waved the white flag. You said, no, we can't do this. We're going to just try to keep it respectable. If I'm Jerry, I go down there right then and I fire him, because that's like a fireable offense. No, you can't do that. You can't punt. So I'm done with all of them. That's just it's hard to watch. We had chances to go up 14-0, and we did not cash.
If you brought me a jersey from the Broncos, I want Quinn Minor's jersey.
Quinn Miners.
I want his jersey.
Damn
Did you
dog.
see the play? R.J. Harvey's first touchdown, the 40-yarder?
A dog.
3 pancakes, guys on their back. I've never seen that before.
Well,
Yeah.
I've never seen it
was
before.
amazing.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, but who are you pancaking?
It still is pretty
Okay,
impressive.
all right.
That's just
It
that's
was.
the Cowboys' defense in a nutshell. Quinn Minor's pancaking 3 of those.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry ass
Yeah.
Cowboys.
I don't want to say sorry ass.
Yeah,
you
okay.
know,
Damn, Skid, they went from being the best.
they played good last week against Washington. Remember how you explained it to me? How
Yeah,
they
I
played
did.
hard and
Yeah,
these guys have turned
they
the
made
corner.
Jaden punt 4 times. I was like, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
They went from being the best offense in the league to Coach Shitty.
Yep.
Yeah, Skid,
What a difference a week makes, huh?
What a difference the Broncos defense do. That's what happened.
Really good.
That's what happened when guys leave Denver.
Yeah.
They turn. They coach get a nickname. You know what I'm saying?
Who'd have thought Joe
We
Milton
got
would
to
be the
stop
only one to
playing
throw a
with Bo.
touchdown pass?
We got to stop playing with Bo, Skip. From the Broncos lens, you watched it through a Cowboys lens. I watched it through a Broncos lens.
Yeah.
He missed that first. That was his second pass of the game. He missed it. Got intercepted.
He missed it.
The best defense in the league stopped him, held him to a field goal. That's what good defenses do. They hold guys to field goals off turnovers.
Would you have thrown on 2nd and goal?
Oh, well, it don't matter what I would have did.
I'll tell you what you don't do.
I ain't
I'll tell you what you
Coach
don't
Shitty.
ever do on 3rd and goal to 1. You never do it. You never go on a hard count. It's always on 1. And they got a false start.
They got a false
That's
I thought it was
what,
on
what are you
CD.
going to gain?
You said it was on Dak. I thought it was on CD.
No, they called on Brock Hoffman, the center.
Yeah, but CD took off too. So CD took.
Okay, but
What are
Dak-
you going to gain
Dak
with a
took off
false
too.
start? What are you going
Dak
to gain with an
said it was
offside
my
penalty?
fault after the game.
Exactly.
Go ahead. Yeah.
What are you going to gain with the offsides penalty on defense?
Nothing
Half
at all.
the distance to the goal.
Well,
is to be
he
about-
wasn't in the play. He didn't factor. No.
So you don't go on a hard count is my point.
Okay.
Ever. That's always rule number 1. We get in the goal line. We're teaching goal line in the office the first day.
Yeah.
Never go on a hard count. It's always on 1 at the 1-yard line.
with-
Always.
But Jay, you're available too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Coach Shitty can't get it done, they might need to call Jay so they can get that red zone figured out. But so he missed that throw, and then he went on to score on 7 of 9 possessions.
Okay, but we missed another throw on the offsides play.
But this is about Bo right here.
Yeah, it is
We're
about
gonna
Bo.
talk
Exactly.
about Bo.
That's exactly what it's about.
250 yards, 4 touchdowns, dot after dot. Y'all want to play man? He threw dots. Y'all want to play zone? He threw dots. That touchdown to the young bull Pat Bryant, man, the ball
That
don't
was
get no
sweet.
better than
That
that,
was
right,
a
Jay?
sweet throw.
You love that, right?
That was a great
It
throw.
don't, it don't, it don't get no
I like
better
that
than
one a
that. Our running backs, they had a field day, as in track and field day. You like that, Skip?
Yeah.
So I got that.
Yeah.
I got that kind of shit from you.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
As in track and field day.
You're feeling yourself.
Yeah.
He is having
I
a good
am.
time right now.
Hey, I am. They 180 yards on the ground.
Yeah.
My dog Dobbins did the heavy lifting. He had 100
did.
plus. But the young bull Harvey had the
was
3
good.
touchdowns,
Yeah.
man. He
Yeah.
had this nice little breakout day.
Yeah.
The O-line fucking dominated all day. Run game, pass game. I think Bo got touched one time. He literally got touched.
He got one quarterback hit. We had
He-
no
one
sacks,
time.
one quarterback hit.
He got
Way to
fucking
go.
touched one time.
Yeah.
And that was on a free play, held it a little long so he could throw the dot. That was a touchdown. So I mean, and then you talked about Miners, man. Quinn, he played like a madman all day. Not even just on that run. The 40-yard touchdown, he caught 3 bodies on that one. But if you watch the whole game, he caught 7 bodies the entire game, bro. He was playing like a madman all game. And the defense, though, Skip. The defense, Skip. Good defenses, they accept challenges like that. We got the best offense in the league coming to our house.
Yeah.
We love that. We love it. We love a nice challenge. You know what I'm saying? You have your best preparation weeks when you playing the #1 offense in the league. And shit, what was the run game? What was the Cowboys' run game coming into the game? What was it?
I mean, he was second in rushing.
He was second in rushing. We shut that shit down. We gave him 2 touchdowns because we show love.
Well, you shut it down because you went up.
You
We
gave
got
that
love
to
for
him.
him.
You were being nice.
We got love for him, so we gave him 2 touchdowns, but we shut that shit down. We was on Dak ass all day, pressure all day, 2 sacks, but pressure all damn day. Man, we made it tough for CeeDee, Dak, and Pickens all day long. All 3 of them just looked very uncomfortable. The coverage was crazy. Even though Pat, he got hurt, he came back in, then he hurt his shoulder right before the half. But even though he went out, man, the rookie, 31 came in, played a hell of a game. And Riley, we put Riley on CDC. Riley started off on CD. We like guys who accept challenges. That's what I like about Riley.
Yeah.
There's no fear in his heart. He gonna accept any challenges. Now he had the safety with him a little bit.
He had
but
help.
still, CD still could work you underneath because that's how good he is. I guarded guys and had the safety with me, and it don't make it that easy. Just because you got the safety 20 yards deep,
I understand.
still got to guard the guy. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we had great coverage all damn day, man. I think overall, that was probably our best performance overall all day. Offense, defense. We had a big return on kickoff or something, like got it to like the 45 mims. Overall, I think that was our best performance. You remember when we beat Philly? I told you, wins like that, you start cranking them off. You crank off like 5 in a row, man. And look, we on like 3 or 4 right now. We looking good. I worry about the Chiefs. That's the only team I really worry about. They in our division. We looking good though. I'm telling you. Coach, you know good football team. This is a
should worry
damn
about the
good
Chiefs. I'm
fucking
just telling you
football
that.
team.
If
Yeah,
you're
we should. We should.
Yeah, but you're good.
We're not worried about no Bills.
You play great defense. Now you're starting to run the ball a little bit.
I'm telling you.
You don't have to ask Bo to do a whole lot to win the game. Just don't do what you did on the first throw of the game and throw an RPO 8 yards behind the guy for a pick.
But when you got the best defense in the league, hey, Bo, drop your nuts, play football. Because
Yeah.
we got you. You know what I'm saying? We got you on defense.
Bo's
bro.
got to realize that.
Yeah.
Bo's got to realize
Bo
that.
knows. Yeah. He
Stop playing with Bo, man.
Keeb, you afraid of the Chargers in the division?
Fuck no.
Thank you.
Hell no.
I was waiting for that one.
Of course not. We're not worried about nobody in the AFC.
You
It's
think
going to
he
be
was
the
gonna say,
Broncos
Richie?
and the Chiefs.
What did you think he was going to say?
That's called softball.
I mean-
there you go.
A softball.
The fucking
Later.
No,
Chargers.
I think it's really fun to watch the
Chargers
Denver
line
Broncos
hurt,
play.
their backs hurt.
Exactly. They're
Yeah,
exactly.
so
Skip, what are your Cowboys going to do moving forward with this defense? What do you think? They can trade for somebody?
Let's talk about the Broncos.
Fire
Coach.
Eberflus.
We not worried about
Wait, let Richie go, and then I'll launch.
Calm
Yeah.
down over there.
Yeah.
I really like watching this Denver team win because they're built in the trenches. Offensive line, Garrett Bowles, Quinn Miners.
Yes, sir.
That defensive line, Zach Allen, Bonito. I mean, they just keep rolling in bodies to get after him.
Big
And that's what they
Franklin.
did. They frustrated Dak all day yesterday, got him to throw 2 turnovers. And I mean, they just shredded that Dallas defense. Eberflus is frustrated. What does he do? Play zone, play man?
Don't know
They're
what-
trying to do a little
No,
bit
I'm
of
a
everything.
coach now. You can't blame Eberflus. There's not one. If you cut the entire defense right now, I don't know if anybody would get picked off the waiver wire. I really don't.
You think they're all
That's
bad?
bullshit, Coach.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Nate,
That's bullshit.
who you gonna pick up?
You just don't like blaming coaches because you're a coach, but sometimes
Exactly.
it's y'all fault, Coach.
No doubt.
Sometimes y'all
It's
fucking
his
suck.
fault that Quinn
It is
Miners
what it is.
ran over 3 Cowboys.
Yeah.
But the defense he running is like That's what
It's so vanilla and
That's what
basic.
Jack Del Rio did. Jack Del Rio had Aqib Talib. He drafted Roby first round. He had Chris Harris. He had us all off playing 14 yards off the ball.
You can't blitz.
We
You
fucking
can't cover.
suck. We ain't sucked that bad, but we wasn't. You switched one thing. Jack go. Wade come in. Now we the best defense in the league. So how can we
Right.
blame the coach? What that's bullshit. Good coaches know how to line their players up and get the best out of their players.
Right.
Fuck the system. I'm going to tweak my system, and if you play good man, we going to play man. We don't make man corners play a bunch of zone. That's bullshit. That's
Who's their
trash.
man corner? Who's their man corner?
Diggs and
Diggs not even playing.
But this is out.
Lions moved to nickel.
But we talking about one game. We talking about
I'm just telling you, I'm just
talking about
saying-
yesterday.
that's what I'm talking about.
about the
I'm
whole
talking about
body
the
of work.
first- Yes, the
Eberfluk's whole body of work.
Well, he did good at Chicago. He did good at Dallas to get a
And
head
he
job.
did
good
the
at
reason,
Chicago.
the
He
reason
did good
why
at
he got
Chicago,
why
he
did he
got
get a head
fired.
job? Because he did good at Dallas. He got a head job at Dallas, at Chicago, right? And he actually had pretty good defenses at Chicago.
And he did well at Indy also.
He did well at Indy, yeah. So he knows what he's doing. I'm just saying, right now, if Diggs out, their personnel right now is pretty lacking.
It
Linebacking core is little. Kenneth Murray's not. They got another guy named James, a rookie. He's like 220 pounds.
Shamar James, yeah.
They're just not
Good.
very physical. And I don't know what you would do as a defensive coordinator. Say, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to stunt the front. We're going to blitz the back, or we're going to leave you guys man to man. Oh, hell no.
Gotta figure it out.
We got a rookie
Well, yeah, you got to
quarterback
figure
there.
it out.
I don't even know who that
gotta
guy
figure
is.
it out. Eberflus is just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. They have no identity. They're constantly changing it up mid-game. One game, it's one drive, it's all zone. One drive, it's all man. And they're getting shredded.
Shredded
They're
every
getting
week.
Shredded.
But we do have an identity. We can't rush the passer. We
Yep.
can't stop the run.
Right,
We can't
exactly.
cover, and we can't tackle.
And he not
We won't
blitzing.
tackle.
So if
What
I can't rush the
identity?
passer, maybe I'll call a blitz or two.
Yeah.
Why he ain't doing that?
They don't blitz at all.
Like, come
They
on,
don't
bro.
blitz at all. They
They've
don't
been bad the last couple of years. They've been bad. And what did they do to address it? They drafted a guard in the first round. They got Ezekiel Rallis, a 240-pound defensive end from Boston
But
College.
they've been up there in sacks.
They
They've
get
been
no-
up there in turnovers. They not this year.
They got rid of Micah, and they pick up Kenny Clark in 2-1s. Kenny Clark to take over Mozzie Smith's spot, who's the same position. They're both nose guards. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You couldn't trade for somebody else from Green
Mozzie's
Bay?
bad.
We could trade
Mozzie's
Luke
getting
Van Ness.
shoved all
We
over
couldn't
the
get
field.
McKinney. We couldn't get a good player from Green Bay.
Yeah, but
we
Kenny
take,
Clark's a Pro Bowl player. I
He's
mean, I thought
older,
he was an
he's
anchor. I thought he could.
he played the same position as the guy you drafted in the first round.
Well, but he's a complete swing and miss. That's
Yeah,
the problem.
yeah. I mean, he's getting shoved around out there. He had a play yesterday. He's getting blown off the ball.
Yeah.
So that's Eberflus's fault, too, that they drafted a guy in the first round getting just blowing off the ball.
Eberflus got to do something.
Okay,
They brought in James Houston. How old is he? To rush the passer. That's how desperate they are.
We'll call a blitz. Bring 5.
Do something. Yeah.
Kenneth
Bring
Murray?
anybody. You know
Bring
what I'm saying?
pressure.
Scheme something up for a change.
Quarterbacks are
He
sitting
run
back
4-man rush play cover 2. Like, bro, that's
They
bullshit.
say the best blitzer is that Shamar James, the rookie from Florida, because he's an athlete, but
Do
they don't
something.
blitz him at all. He's
Watch
Watch the
Watch
one.
Broncos
Yeah.
establish you a double A gap package. You know what I'm saying? Do something.
Do something.
Switch the shit up.
Okay,
It don't work.
Who knocked Jaden Daniels out of the game a week ago? It was Shamar James coming up the middle, and he strips that.
That was their
right?
second blitz of the
Okay,
only
and-
blitz of the game.
And Washington blew that protection.
Dante Fowler Jr. He was a commander last year.
10 sacks.
And 10 and a half.
Yeah.
And led them. And then he comes back to Dallas, and I can't find him anymore. I don't know what's happened.
I had to Google him, see if he's still on the team.
Well, he was still on the team. But if you cut the whole defense, somebody would snap him up.
Somebody going to snatch
Oh,
up
Overshawn.
Bland.
Okay, I was
Overshawn.
exaggerating.
Diggs.
Overshaw's hurt.
What,
Diggs is hurt.
They gonna snatch
They're
the
not
whole
playing.
lot up.
But they'll get picked
I
up.
said the team that played
Malik
yesterday.
Hooker.
Oh, come on
The
now.
team that played yesterday, there's not a lot of
Yeah,
talent.
Donovan Wilson didn't play, but he would get picked up quickly.
If you
And
watch
Hooker
Donovan
gets
Wilson
picked
play
up.
against Chicago, some of the other teams, there's coverage blown. He blows a lot of coverages. I don't know.
Well, maybe you got
30
him
years
doing
old.
what he don't do best.
What do you want him to do?
What he do best.
Put him in zone and he blows it, screws up the zone.
Yeah, you got to put him. Hey, man, I'm telling you.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I got some comments on the offensive play calling. Denver struggle cover tight ends. Middle of the field's been open for some teams, and the Giants shredded them a little bit with the tight ends.
They did.
Jake Ferguson, 0 targets, 0 catches.
One. He had one target.
One target,
And it was
zero
It was
catches.
the interception.
The goose egg.
Because he's doubled,
The goose
and
egg.
the underneath
The goose
guy
egg.
just picked it off easy.
And you want to say
And
Bo
plus
Nix
they-
has got a little haywire. What's Dak doing on that one-on-one? You got Pickens one-on-one on the outside. You got Surtain
I don't know.
on the sidelines. He didn't even look over there.
What'd I say?
He-
MVP my ass.
I know.
That's
He's
something.
staring at CD. He almost turns the ball over in the end zone
I
right there.
understand.
We had 3rd and 6 in a critical situation. We're going to throw the ball to Turpin. And he dropped it, but we have Ferguson, Pickens,
I don't know.
CD.
So,
Hey, we got guys.
on,
that
on
defense.
Friday, I said
Defense.
That
No
defense.
doubt.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
he confuses you.
Jake Ferguson is pretty good. He's not as good as Tyler Warren, who I would have drafted instead of Tyler Booker. I was on the record with that before that draft. I was pounding the table on it. But you look at Jake Ferguson, and I told you Friday, I'm throwing him 10 passes for 90 yards because you're going to control the clock, and you got to just hang on to the football and control the whole game. And you target him one time, and he's doubled, and you force it to him up the seam, and it's an easy pick for the underneath corner.
Easy. The young boy got it. It was a fucking day for our rookies, man. That's not talking about the Cowboys. The rookies had a fucking day, man. We had Pat catch a nice touchdown, Harvey get 3, little Barron get on the board with a pick, man. What a day for the Broncos rookies, man. Way to go, rookie.
Have you finally given up on them making the playoffs?
No. I mean, look, think about this. So we have Arizona on Monday night. Can we beat them? I don't know. Kyler's played great at Jerry World in his career because he's from there.
Yep.
But we can beat them. Then we get a bye week, and then we have another Monday night game at Las Vegas. Can we win that game?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, totally.
Sure we could, right?
Unfortunately.
And then we get Philly at home. We always play Philly great, and we should have beaten them at Philly on opening Thursday night, but CD dropped 2 big fourth quarter passes that would have won the game for us. Okay?
I don't know about that, Skip.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, if you're going to be that team, be that team. But Jerry was asked in the locker room, what are you going to do at the trade deadline? And his quote, to his credit, he said, one player on defense is not going to fix this. Well, it's not. Because I'm going to remind you, we had Micah Parsons all last year. And early last year at home, New Orleans, the Saints hung 44 on my defense at home. Blew us out. It was over. It was 35-16 at halftime. Micah Parsons played the whole game against New Orleans, and Derek Carr had a QBR of 99, and Micah had no stats, no sacks, no quarterback hits, no nothing. Okay, I'm just telling you, he was there, and the same stuff was happening. It wasn't Eberflus at that point, or as I call him, Eberfraud, and you say you can't blame him, but they're just not buying. Nobody, whatever he's selling, they're not buying.
Nope.
He can't connect. Whatever he's preaching through the week, and to your point, if I'm coordinating, I'm desperate, and I realize my job is on the line, so I'm pulling out all the stops, man. I'm going to throw the kitchen sink at him. I'm going to come from everywhere with blitzes. I'm going to try to make something happen instead of just playing slow death defense, because they won't tackle anybody, or they don't have the desire to tackle anybody. Yeah. They just come out flat, lifeless. It's just hard to watch. On that Harvey touchdown run, you're talking about pancakes. I'm looking at nobody wants to tackle him, and I got you. But in the secondary, they're just all, go look at it. They're all just standing around like, I don't want to try.
And that kind of stuff start on Wednesday.
It does. It does. I agree.
You stand in front of that room.
Yeah.
Guys probably texting.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
You got to sell them on the game
guys
plan.
Is fucking
and when you're not going to pressure.
Same shit again this week, it don't work.
Same stuff that's not working. You're not going to be multiple. You're not going to give them fronts, a little double A gap, bring some pressure, a little simulated pressure, nothing. It's so vanilla.
And it's so evident that the guys don't believe in it, man. Hey, Coach, you gotta stand in front of that room. You gotta hold them guys' attention. You gotta sell them something they want to buy.
They don't have any Aqib Talibs back there. I'm telling you, they don't have any. No. They got no horses back there right now. That's the issue. They don't have.
You thinking about playing or coming back?
He could play.
You need to get back in.
He could play next week for the Cowboys.
Seriously,
I promise.
No joke.
I go to work Wednesday, be hurt on Friday.
Let me see you backpedal real quick. Let's see what you got.
I go to work Wednesday, be hurt on Friday, man. Hey, send my check to the house.
They need to believe as much as Skip believes. That's all they need in the locker room. Okay, let's move on. But I do want to give a little shout out to our sponsor, Rose Spark.